There's so much happening right now in the valley, but something that you always need to be aware of is your safety and other people's safety. And we've got Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue here this morning. Dan, thank you so much for coming in.
Pleasure as always.
It's a good start to a Monday morning to hear from you.
Well, because very few people have had time to get in trouble yet. We just
true.
have last week's, and we had only one mission, which was good, but it could have been a very bad one. People that are good in the backcountry are pushing the envelope further and further. And when you start to get in the Gore range, about past Booth Lake or something in that area, you're taking a significant risk because you're on your own back there. We had a pair of fellas that were hiking up to ski down, and they were hiking up pretty sharp ridge, and they'd gotten separated, which is what they're supposed to do. They were 50 yards apart, but one was on one side of a lip and the other was on the other side. And the upper guy fell. He took a header off a couloir. Lower guy did it right, dialed 911 immediately, and then started to run up to get to his friend. Gets to his friend, and friend's laying in a pile in the snow, but he landed in a soft spot.
Which is so lucky.
Oh yeah, and 10 feet left, 10 feet right, you land in a hard spot, you got something broken. He wasn't, he got up, shook it off. They called back on 911, said, we're fine, we don't need you. Great, perfect mission, half hour long. But the problem is, if he had fallen on something hard and been seriously injured, that was the day that there was light snow, the airport was socked in, helicopters aren't getting off the ground. We're 4 hours away. It's going to take us a long time to get to that spot. You've got to be self-sufficient, you and whoever you're with, to be alive when we get to that spot. And if you're doing this alone and you're unconscious, nobody's going to know it.
Yeah.
And we'll find you maybe in the late spring.
That's why that buddy system right now is absolutely crucial.
You don't, there's nothing you do around here that's not more fun doing it with somebody else.
Exactly.
It's also a hell of a lot safer. So we strongly encourage people to buddy up or go in groups when they do this. And when they do, don't ever separate.
Yeah, stay together.
Right now, avalanche danger is low, which is normal for this time of year, but low does not mean no.
Yeah.
There are pockets of fresh snow out there. There are pockets that have weak layers in them. There's, this nice big white pillow of snow you ski through, and you don't know there's a rock under it, a big one. You go over the rock, it triggers the avalanche. You can ride it out, or, because it's only going to be 10, 12 inches deep. But if it pushes you over a cliff, or you happen to be in the top of a ravine, you're in the serious hurt locker.
Yeah.
We had one on the 23rd of March that was out in A Basin. 6 people tricked an avalanche, tripped one. Boy, it's hard to talk in the morning without your coffee.
I know, right?
Tripped an avalanche. All of them floated to the top, which is good. Nobody was buried. Everybody's kind of battered and bruised. One person had fairly serious injuries. A Basin Ski Patrol met him at the ski area boundary, got him medical treatment, got him out. But they were, hate to say this on TV, they were in a run called Shifter Brains. That run probably is named that for a reason. Perhaps you should think about that when you ski it. My favorite is people who ski in the East Vail Chutes and ski Charlie's Death Chute. Why do you want to ski something called Charlie's Death Chute? Maybe you should check and see what happened to Charlie below those many years ago to get the name. So we have some interesting things that happen towards the end of the season, but most people behave themselves.
Dan, we'll be right back with another interview coming up next. We're going to take a look at that full weather forecast, so stay tuned.